What if the most powerful object in biblical history is not destroyed, not myth, but simply hidden? An artifact so sacred that it was believed to carry the very presence of God. An object said to stop rivers, collapse city walls, and strike down those who touched it improperly. And then suddenly, it vanished. The Ark of the Covenant remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in religious and ancient history. Today we are going deep into what it was, why it mattered, and the theories that still keep historians searching. If you love exploring biblical mysteries and historical enigmas like this, make sure to follow and subscribe. There is much more ahead. What was the Ark of the Covenant? According to the Hebrew Bible, the Ark was constructed under the direct instruction of God to Moses on Mount Sinai. It was a chest made of acacia wood, overlaid inside and outside with pure gold. Its dimensions were precise, roughly 2.5 cubits long, 1.5 cubits wide, and 1.5 cubits high. On its lid sat two cherubim facing each other, forming what was called the mercy seat. This was believed to be the place where God's presence dwelled among his people. Inside the ark were the stone tablets of the Ten Commandments. Some traditions also say it contained Aaron's rod and a jar of manna. This was not just a sacred container. It represented the covenant between God and Israel. It symbolized divine law, divine promise, and divine presence. To the Israelites, this was not a metaphor. This was the throne of God on earth, the ark and miracles. The ark was not passive. It was central to some of the most dramatic events recorded in Scripture. When the Israelites crossed the Jordan River, the waters parted as the priest carrying the ark stepped forward. During the conquest of Jericho, the ark was carried around the city for 7 days. On the seventh day, after 7 trumpet blasts, the walls collapsed. The ark was taken into battle. It was believed to bring victory, but it was also dangerous. When improperly handled, people died. The presence of holiness was not to be treated casually. For centuries, it stood at the center of Israel's spiritual life. First in the tabernacle during their desert journey, and later in the Holy of Holies inside Solomon's temple in Jerusalem. And then, in 586 BCE, everything changed. The disappearance. When the Babylonians destroyed Jerusalem and Solomon's temple, the ark vanished from the historical record. No clear mention of its destruction, no confirmed record of its capture, no physical trace. It simply disappears. And that silence has fueled over 2,000 years of speculation. So what happened? Theory 1. Hidden beneath Jerusalem. One theory suggests that Jewish priests hid the ark before the Babylonian invasion. Some researchers point to possible tunnels and chambers beneath the Temple Mount. Others refer to traditions recorded in later texts that sacred objects were concealed to protect them. However, excavation in this area is politically sensitive and extremely restricted. That means if something is there, proving it would be incredibly complicated. Still, the idea that it lies beneath Jerusalem continues to fascinate many. Theory 2. Ethiopia's claim. The Ethiopian Orthodox Church claims the Ark resides in Aksum, Ethiopia, inside the Church of Our Lady Mary of Zion. According to Ethiopian tradition, Menelik I, said to be the son of King Solomon and the Queen of Sheba, brought the Ark to Ethiopia. A single guardian monk is assigned to protect it. No one else is allowed to see it. It is a powerful national and religious claim. But here is the challenge. There is no independent verification, no scholarly examination, no physical evidence presented to the wider world. Faith affirms it, scholars question it, the mystery remains. Theory 3. Destroyed or taken. Some historians argue that the ark may have been destroyed during the Babylonian conquest. Others suggest it could have been taken as war plunder. There are even medieval legends tying the ark to the Knights Templar during the Crusades. These stories link it to European lore and hidden treasures. However, many of these later narratives blend history with fiction, making them difficult to separate from imagination. Was the ark ever real? Here is where things become even more complex. There is currently no confirmed archaeological evidence proving the ark's existence. Some scholars argue that it may have been a theological symbol rather than a literal object, a powerful narrative device meant to unify a people and reinforce divine authority. Others maintain that absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. Ancient artifacts are lost all the time. The debate continues between faith and historical skepticism. Why the Ark still captivates us. So why does this ancient chest still capture the imagination of millions? Because it represents more than wood and gold. It represents the idea that the divine can dwell among humanity. It symbolizes covenant, promise, law, protection, and mystery. Its disappearance adds another layer. Humans are drawn to unresolved questions. The unknown invites wonder. The Ark connects Judaism, Christianity, and even Islamic tradition. It stands at the crossroads of theology, archaeology, and legend. And perhaps its greatest power today is not in what it does, but in what it represents, the human longing to encounter the divine. Final thoughts. Whether the Ark lies hidden beneath Jerusalem, safeguarded in Ethiopia, destroyed in ancient war, or exists only in sacred narrative, its impact is undeniable. It has shaped religious thought for thousands of years. It continues to inspire books, films, research, and debate, and maybe that is part of its purpose. Some mysteries are not meant to be easily solved. They keep us searching. They keep us questioning. And in that search, we explore history, faith, and ourselves. If this deep dive into the Ark of the Covenant intrigued you, make sure to follow and subscribe for more biblical mysteries and thought-provoking explorations. And let me ask you this. Do you believe the Ark is still out there somewhere? Or do you think its power was always symbolic? Comment your thoughts below. I would love to hear your perspective. Until next time.